Hello, my name is Mark McDaniel. Welcome to Castaway Music. Just started up a new home recording studio. It's been 17 years since I recorded, and that was with commercial equipment that was pretty bad, but we made a lot of interesting music. Then I bought a boat and spent 17 years on the ocean. So, but boat is sold and now I'm back. It's amazing the change in technology for recording, for home recording. It's just absolutely fabulous and amazing, and I'm so happy that it's so many things are economically within reach. Things I could never have dreamed of purchasing 17 years ago. So looking very, very much towards producing some really quality music. I have already purchased Studio One version 5 DAW. It's the artist version. I got it with the microphone and the headphones, which were these H7s are not very good. So I bought the cheapest Audio Technicas, and they're much better. However, the amount of flexibility in the software is just phenomenal, and I am so looking forward again to getting this studio up and running. I'm currently running on an old HP Pavilion. I think it's 8 years old. I did go ahead and buy some PreSonus speakers. I'm going to show this to you all here in a little bit. We're going to do a real quick studio tour just to kind of show you where I'm starting from and where I want to go. So hopefully it'll be interesting to you guys, and hopefully I can get a lot of tips. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of tips. Probably unsolicited, but hey, all feedback is good feedback, so unless it's mean, so don't be mean. Without further ado, let's take a look at where I'm starting from. So here's a screenshot of my TV monitor that I'm using for my software, and I did buy some PreSonus, one of the E5s, and got a cheapo Alesis V25 keyboard, MIDI controller keyboard thingy. Been having some fun with that. I don't know how to play piano, but that's been pretty helpful. Got the PreSonus interface here. If you're noticing a theme here, then you're right, I bought the bundle. There's the microphone that came with the bundle. Bought a pop filter, and I got this little arm thing and this cheapo condenser mic from Amazon. It's actually a surprisingly very good mic. It records acoustic guitar pretty well. And then over here I got my 3 girls, got the acoustic, the Fender that I've had for a bazillion years. This is a Batwing Epiphone bass that my friend lent to me, and I really enjoyed it, so I explained to him how much I love it, and he gave it to me. So that was cool. So I got an acoustic, a Fender, the bass. I got a little Marshall amp over there that I don't use, but probably will use in the near future. Here's Studio One that's brought up a song. And one other thing, I got a headphone jack splitter here that I don't really need yet because I don't have anybody in here tracking, but I'm looking forward to doing that here pretty soon. And just to give you a taste of what kind of music I'm doing, it's interesting stuff. I've already done 2 releases. One is called Bits and Pieces by Mark McDaniel. The other one's called Turnip Truck by Mark McDaniel. And I'm currently working on Mellow Jello. I bought a Mellotron plugin, and this album is all about the Mellotron. Playing around with it and making it produce some pretty interesting sounds, and then manipulating those sounds to come up with even more interesting sounds. So the genre that I'm primarily in, I call interesting. It's a genre that applies to any song I've ever played anybody, because they always say, "Oh, Mark, that was interesting." So that's the genre that I'm recording in. What else? That's about it for now. I have some new computer pieces to build a new computer, which I didn't show you, but yeah, this is my HP Pavilion down here, and I'm going to be that's got an AMD A6 quad-core processor in it. I'm going to be building a i7 8-core 10th generation machine, and then after that's up and running, I'll be moving from the artist version of Studio One to the Pro version, so that I can actually master within a project. This thing right now will not do that. You know, if I hit this thing too hard, it just lays down and dies. It does not like being hit hard. So currently my recording sample rate is at 44.1, 16-bit. I'm trying to keep the processing as low as possible so this thing will run smoothly. But when I put the new machine in, I'll be moving that up to 48, 48 and 24-bit. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to all the new bells and whistles I'm going to get as a Persona Sphere subscriber or whatever. So come along with me, learn with me, teach me some stuff. I'm open to stuff, and I will also be actually recording me generating songs, so that should be fun. Hopefully it'll just, I'll be able to cut an episode together, and it'll be the creation from start to finish of one song. So that should be interesting. Okay, here's some of the stuff that's going in. First up, we got the processor, which is i7 10th generation. That's going to go in to a L1200 socket motherboard. The motherboard I'm getting is a Z490. I'm waiting on the motherboard. It hasn't arrived yet. And we're going to put in some Corsair 3200 megahertz 16 gigs of memory. And we are going to put in a 1 terabyte SSD. This is a NVMe M2 drive. These things are very, very fast. The old system has a hard drive in it right now that I'm just going to transfer to the new hardware. And once Windows figures out that it's in new hardware, I'm going to clone that existing drive to this thing. So, and then I'll make this the boot drive. And then the old SSD will be a spare drive for video files or audio project files or something like that. On top of that, core processor is going to go this cooler. This is a 212 Hyper Black Edition. I'm not going to put a radiator in this thing. I don't think I'm going to need it. And then we got a 550 watt power supply. And that's all going to go in this Corsair case that we have right here. The RGB. I don't need it because it's just going to go into that little slot that I showed you. It's going to go where the HP pavilion is right now, so don't need the fancy schmancy lights, although they are pretty darn cool. So that's it. That's what's going in. Hopefully I'll be able to build this next week, and I'm going to make an episode out of it when I build it. All right. Thanks for watching. Please click that subscribe button. Ring the bell if you want. Looking forward to having a lot more adventures here in the future. So take care and see you later.